So I just bought this stereo for my truck. It's made by Dual, has some like XDCP name. I don't know the exact model name, but I'm basically gonna take this. It's for a 2-pin place for stereo. Normal adapters, just like you would on a normal stereo system. Has places for subs as well, and for a backup camera, and has Apple CarPlay and stuff. I'm really excited about it because I'm going to be putting it in my 1978 Ford Bronco, and I think it's going to work really well with it. My basic idea was I would go ahead and take this JVC head unit out, and since I don't have a 2-pin stereo set, I was just going to take out the AC and heater controls because I put a new engine. I put a 460 in it. It's a race engine, and I don't have AC in it. I don't really care about it right now. When I go and install AC, it's going to have its own custom panel and everything. I'm probably going to put it down there where the ashtray is. So I'll figure out that when I get to it. But right now, I think I'm going to cut this up. Not sure exactly what I'm going to cut it with. Maybe a body saw. You could probably do it with, anything that you have. Now, there's a couple wires in here, and I can tell that they're not live because if you touch them to the body, there's no sparks. So what I want to see is when I press the key, if I turn the key on, I turn the car on, are any of them hot? I don't think any of them should be hot. One thing I did want to mention though, before moving on, there was this light behind the AC in the dash, and I don't think this is actually where it's supposed to be hooked up to, so I'm going to move it because I don't really want it there anymore. But I just wanted to show that that might be there if you're working on a dent side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check these wires out. That's it. See if they're hot. If they are hot, I'll find the connection to it and disconnect the connection to it and move forward. It looks like they're all cold. None of them have 12 volts going to them at all. So I will probably eventually just pull all those wires out so I don't have extra wires going in there. But right now I might ignore it and just start doing the stereo. So anyway, I'm gonna start doing that. New stereo, and this is the bracket that came off the truck that was holding the AC and the heater controls on. And so what I'm thinking is I might try and retrofit this onto that just so I can easily bolt it in and not have to make another bracket. If not, I'll just make another bracket. It's not that big of a deal, and I'll show you how. This is basically what I decided to do. I just cut the little arms off this thing, and it slides right in. I'm gonna need to add some material so I can bolt it into those brackets that are already existing. And it looks like once I do that, I might be able to adjust this back and forth if I wanted to move in or out. But I'm gonna go fit and see what it looks like inside the truck. That way I can figure out what I need to do from there. Because I could honestly bend these if I need to and just make it look right. But basically I'm gonna add some more material to this. I'm gonna weld a little bit of panel to it or something, and I'll show you that process. Anytime that I ever work on a customer's car or anything where I'm going to be selling it, I would do 100 times better job than this. But I'm just using a spare part, and I really don't care what it looks like behind my dashboard since it's my truck. So I just welded this on, and I think it's going to work. It's going to work just fine. So I'll try and put it in and see how it goes. So now I'm going to go ahead and take out the original adapter from the head unit that was in there and wire in the new one. Right, so just finished up wiring all this stuff. Still got a few more things that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. There's a remote one, which I don't have the remote. That I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, which ones I'm not. Gonna figure it out. But otherwise, I think I'm going to test it out and make sure that it's at least turning on and working. Ooh! Looks good. Never used this before, so we'll have to see what goes on, but loading. Oh, nice. I don't think I have a radio hooked up to it, so can't imagine it playing. Oh, but it is having audio. I can hear static, so awesome. I'll hook up my phone to it and see if I can get something. So, worked great. I plugged it in and everything seemed to work really, really nice. I'm going to show it in a minute, but right now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the dashboard to allow me to be able to put it back in and have the dashboard in there. This dashboard is basically useless. It's cracked and worn out. So if I ruin it, it's not a big deal. I'll get another one, I guess. Here's how it came out. This whole thing is kind of just broken anyway, so eventually, probably at the end of this year, I'm gonna replace everything when I do the body work, but right now I like it. I mean, it's my daily driver. I care about how it works, not necessarily how it looks. So yeah, I like it. Here it is turning on, and I checked it out. Looks like it works perfectly, sounds great, does all the stuff I needed to. But yeah, I love it. Truck guys, you know, and this is my 1978 Bronco, and then behind me I've got a 66 Bronco in the garage. Yeah, I just wanted to make that quick video for you guys. I think a bunch of my friends are going to upload some videos on this channel and just do some crazy stuff with trucks. So yeah, have a good day, guys. Rev it!